Good morning, dear students. Let us take exercise 6.3 once again. Question number 6 you say. Find the slope of the normal to the curve x equal to 1 minus a sin theta, y equal to b cos square theta at theta equal to pi by 2. So you see the product of the slope of normal and the tangent at a point of a curve is minus 1. So if we know the slope of the tangent, then we can also say the slope of the that is normal, because slope of the normal will be reciprocal of the negative reciprocal of the slope of the tangent. So better you just find out the slope of the tangent, then you take its negative reciprocal, that will be the slope of the normal. Are you understanding, dear students? So question number 6, just you see. So suppose this is the tangent, AB is the tangent and PQ is the suppose normal at the same point. At this point say give one name, say the C. Okay, so this is normal to the curve at the point C and AB is the tangent. So we need the slope of the tangent so that we can say the slope of the normal. So here we know that x is given in terms of theta, that is 1 minus a sin theta. Then from here what we have to find out? The derivative of x with respect to theta, that is dx by d theta is equal to minus a cos theta. Okay, then y is given as y is equal to b cos square theta. Then we find out dy by d theta also, dy by d theta, that is equal to b twice cos theta. Then dd theta of cos theta is minus sin theta. So this will be just minus twice b sin theta cos theta, sin theta cos theta, or it can also be written as sin twice theta, no, minus b sin twice theta by the identity, no, sin twice theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. Okay, dear students. So now we got dy by d theta. So now we'll write dy by dx. So now we write dy by dx. What was that expression for dy by dx? Dy by d theta is divided by dx by d theta. So what was dy by d theta? That is minus b sin twice theta divided by dx by d theta. Dx by d theta is minus a cos theta. So that will give us b by a sin twice theta by cos theta. Also we can write it as since theta is pi by 2 given, no, so dy by dx at pi by 2, that will be equal to, that is since here is cos theta, we can write it at addition also, no, we can avoid this cos theta by writing sin twice theta once again as 2 sin theta cos theta, 2 sin theta cos theta, and this cos theta is here. So this cos theta will get cancelled. That way this cos theta will get cancelled. Cos theta cancelled, then there is no problem, because you see cos pi by 2 is addition 0. Cos pi by 2 is 0 means denominator 0 means it will not be defined, no. So what we are doing, we are cancelling this cos theta that way, expanding this sin twice theta as twice sin theta cos theta. So now we got the twice sin theta b by a into twice sin theta. There you are putting pi by 2. So dy by dx at pi by 2 will be b by a into 2 times of sin pi by 2, and sin pi by 2 you know it is 1. So therefore it will be equal to b by a into 2. So that means twice b by a. And as you know, the what call the slope of the normal will be reciprocal of the slope of the tangent. Therefore slope of the normal PQ is equal to, what you can write here, is equal to minus negative reciprocal of slope of that dy by, that is slope of the tangent dy by dx at pi by 2, at pi by 2. That's equal to minus 1 by twice b by a, or you can say minus a by 2b. This is our answer. Okay, dear students. Look at question number 7, dear students. Find points at which the tangent to the curve y equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x plus 7 is parallel to the x-axis. Find points at which the tangent to the curve is parallel to the x-axis. That means dy by dx will be equal to 0. dy by dx should be equal to 0. So all those points we have to find out where dy by dx means derivative of or slope of the tangent is equal to 0. Slope of the tangent means what? dy by dx at a particular point is equal to 0. So we have to find out that point. So y equal to here x cube minus 3x square minus 9x plus 7. By means of graph, just I am showing you what is the meaning of this. Suppose its graph is, suppose this is the graph, suppose. Then if we have a tangent here at this point, this is the tangent, suppose. Then since it is parallel to the x-axis, no? Then it is parallel to the x-axis. That means at this point, slope of this tangent is equal to 0. Because if it is 0, then only it means it makes no angle with the x-axis. Then we can say the slope is 0. That is, if we write the slope equal to 0, then we will come to know which point is this. Which point is this? Okay, dear students. So let us find out dy by dx and make it equal to 0. Right? Equate this to 0. So y is equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x plus 7. So now we write dy by dx. dy by dx equal to 3x square minus 2 3 is 6x minus 9. So let us write it as equal to 0. So let dy by dx be equal to 0. Then we will get 3x square minus 6x minus 9 is equal to 0. From here we get x square minus twice x minus 3 equal to 0. Or by splitting the middle term, x minus 3 into x plus 1. That is equal to 0. That is, x is equal to 3 or minus 1. So therefore, these are the points. These are the points means at x equal to 3 or at x equal to minus 1, the slope of the tangent will be parallel to x-axis. So when x equal to 3, y will be equal to 3 cube minus 3 into 3 square minus 9 into 3 plus 7. That is equal to 27, 27 cancel, that is 27, and this is 20, or 7 is minus 20. Okay, and when that means one point is 3 comma minus 20. Another point is again when x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to minus 1 whole cube minus 3 into minus 1 whole square minus 9 into minus 1 plus 7. So that is minus 1 square is 1, 1 into minus 3 is minus 3 plus 9 plus 7. That is 9 7, 16 minus 4 is equal to 12. So another point is xy is minus 1, 12. Okay. Therefore, the required points at which the tangent is parallel to the x-axis, required points are, just write like this, required points are 3 comma minus 20 and minus 1 comma 12. Okay, this is our answer. question number 8, dear students. Just you see the question number 8. Find a point on the curve y equal to x minus 2 whole square at which the tangent is parallel to the chord joining these 2 points. That means, suppose one point, this is the point 2, 0, okay, and this point is 4, 4. So through these 2 points there is a chord. This is the chord of the curve. This is the curve. This is the curve given by x minus 2 the whole square. Okay, y equal to x minus 2 whole square. So now you see, dear students, if there is a tangent which is parallel to this chord, that means slope of that tangent, suppose I draw the tangent here, suppose this is the tangent, suppose. So slope of this tangent and slope of this chord will be same only, because it is parallel to this one. So at which point it is parallel to this chord, we have to find out that point. This point we need here. So it is x1, y1, at which point this is parallel to this given chord. So their slopes are equal, that means we understand that way. So here we can say slope of chord AB, suppose this is chord AB, okay, here A is suppose 2, 0 and B is 4, 4, and slope of AB is equal to 4 minus 0, means y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, that is 4 minus 2. That will be 4 by 2, that is equal to 2. So which is also the slope of the curve. Again, given curve is y equal to x minus 2 the whole square. X minus 2 the whole square. So taking its derivative dy by dx, what do you get? 2 times of x minus 2. No? So then this slope must be equal to slope of the chord AB. According to question, you can say dy by dx must be equal to slope of AB. So slope of AB is what? The 2. So slope of AB is 2, and slope of this given curve is what? 2 times of x minus 2. So what you can write here? 2 times of x minus 2 is equal to slope of the chord AB is 2. So 2 cancels 2, that will be 1. So x minus 2 is equal to 1. X minus 2 is equal to 1. Therefore x is equal to 2 goes there, that is 3. So the point will be now is, see, when x is equal to 3, then y will be equal to x minus 2 the whole square. So it will be 3 minus 2 the whole square, that is equal to 1. So thus the required point is 3, 1. This is the answer. Understood, dear students?